evening. Tonight I should say buonasera or hola
Hola.
in Spanish. We have Jose, master carver of the jamón. He's going to introduce us the production, all the details related to the serving the jamón. Please enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mauro. I have mine. Hello, guys. Hola. My name is José Sol. I am the founder of Spanish Handmaster. I have to say again, sorry for my English is still really bad. I will say rubbish. I live here in the UK for the last 15 years, but I've been working in the jamón business for already 18 years. My background is marketing and PR, and one day, I don't know why, I went to work for a jamón company. And after almost 2 years working with them, they sent me to the UK, and it's really funny because I started to work here like a sales manager, but the crisis in Spain was really hard in 2010. So they told me, listen, guy, you have to come back if you want to keep your position in the company, or you can stay, but it's yourself. So I talked to my wife, and I say, I think this is a great country to live, and I think we can do something really nice with the jamón. And, here I am 15 years later. I have to say, I'm very lucky to work with this product. And today I'm very honored to be here, and I hope you enjoy the story of my life with jamón. But most important thing, you learn more about the Jamón Ibérico. So I have a small presentation. I don't want you to get bored, so if you want to ask something, please come up and I will answer. So in 2010, as I told you, I started with my own company. I founded the Spanish Handmaster, and the idea was to create something to teach the people the Spanish culture through the Jamón Ibérico or through Jamón Serrano. And 15 years later, I've been around the whole world. I've been in many countries in Europe. I've been in Asia. I've been in China, Singapore, Hong Kong, South Korea, many places around, Australia. Hello. I've been in United States, in Russia. And so I think I'm really lucky. I carve jamón for many celebrities. If you follow me in Instagram, you can see how he's following me, because many of the people that I work with, I cannot say because it's confidentiality. So, but I'm really lucky to work with, Brad Pitt, Quentin Tarantino, Will Smith, Prime Minister, the royal family. So I have to say thank you to the jamón, because jamón, once you open the jamón, you have many friends around. And thanks to the jamón, I do my whole life. So, as I told you, I've been working for many people, traveling around the world. Yeah, this is every place where I go. I love to do a picture with my jamón like a guitar. So this is my signature picture, and I try to do every single trip. And thanks to the jamón, I've been in many newspaper, TV, and everything. So just telling a few words more about Spanish Handmaster. Spanish Handmaster is a company where the main business is events. So we do corporate events with the private parties, everything around the jamón, everything legal, okay? It's really important to say. So, but also we do training, we do exercise, we have trained many chefs, some of the best chefs in the world. I'm so happy to say that they use Jamón Ibérico as a part of the ingredient. So I need to teach the team. So it's a pleasure for me to be in some of the best kitchen in the world. So you are now studying, or some of you are studying to be chef. And I have to say, I will see your face there with the jamón, or at least I hope to see you there. Also, we do different events just to bring, more people to the culture of jamón. Jamón Ibérico is very special product, but you can find, I'm sure you have seen in Lidl, one jamón for 29 pounds, or you have seen in Harrods one jamón for 2,000 pounds. So why is this different of price? That's part of my job, to tell you why one jamón is so expensive and why another one is very cheap. Oops, sorry. And I do also jamón consulting for chefs or restaurants. So I travel with them to Spain. We choose the jamón in the cellars and hello. And it's another nice part of my job. To not everyone can pay this jamón that is really expensive, but I'm sure we can find the right jamón for you in Spain. So part of my job is to tell you the right jamón for you and for your customers. And if we talk about jamón, the first thing that we need to know is the difference between jamón serrano or jamón ibérico. Anyone know the difference about that? Someone knows what is the main difference about jamón serrano or jamón ibérico? It's good, because you are going to learn today a lot. So the reality is jamón serrano is coming from white pig. The white pig is the normal pig, and the jamón ibérico is coming from Iberian pigs. It's totally different. The flavor, the color of the meat, even the leg. You know, you have seen the jamón serrano is shorted and fat, and the jamón ibérico is like a long leg. So in 2014, the Spanish government gave a new law to tell the people, because now the jamón ibérico you can find around the world. I would love to know, where are you from? Because I can see many different faces. So I'm sure you can find jamón in your country as well. So the Spanish government made a law just to make sure you understand what kind of jamón you are using. And one of the things that we do, well, the government did the law, was because in many labels you can find things that they are not right. So you can see in the labels acorns, and maybe this pig never eat acorns. You can see trees, and maybe this pig never see trees. So that's why the government made a new law. It was in 2014, so it's almost 11 years, and now I can say all the hams are under the law. So it's very simple, just 4 colors, 4 bracelets that has to be here. You see, this one is the black one, but we have, let's start for the white. The white is crossbreeding between white pig and Iberian pig. Has to be minimum 50% Iberico. And the pig, we need just 2 square meters for every single pig. Imagine, sometimes they don't see even the light of the sun. So this is called jamón de cebo. After that, we have jamón ibérico cebo de campo. It has to be minimum 50% Iberian. It means the mother is Iberian and the father is white pig. Or hello. Or we have can be 100% Iberian. But the thing is, now the pig is free range, but it's 100 meters for every single pig. We need land, and we will keep the pig with 100 meters for every single pig. And the pig eats cereals, so everything that we can feed them. They can take some acorns from the floor, but not normally they don't eat acorns, okay? And now we go for the red label. That now we are start to talk about proper jamón ibérico. It's still crossbreeding, 50% minimum, but the reality is we need 10,000 square meters for every single pig. So make the numbers, 2 square meters or 10,000 square meters. And the pig is absolutely open free range, and they eat acorns. They live in the countryside. Please come on. They live in the countryside from the very beginning, and they just eat whatever they can. And during the acorn season is what they eat. And once the acorn season is finished, we slaughter them. It means between October and March, they are eating acorns. And from March, we slaughter all the pigs. If you find any Jamón Ibérico acorn fed that they say was slaughtered in August, never will be acorn fed, because the pig is monogastric, so everything they eat goes directly to the muscles. So if they start to walk again, they lost all the acid oleic or the omegas, okay? And now the last one is the proper pata negra. This is the only one can be called pata negra. This is the 100% Iberian. It means the father is Iberian, the mother is Iberian, and they are absolutely open free range. By law, they have also 10,000 square meters for every single pig. But I would like to say that main producers of this kind of jamón, they use between 20 to 25,000 square meters for every single pig. So again, let's go to the white pig. So 2 square meters and 25,000 square meters. It's a lot. And if we talk about jamón serrano, we need between 8 to 12 or 18 mounts cure. And the Iberico minimum by law has to be 24 mounts. And this one, the one that they are going to try today, is 5 years. So imagine the producer need to wait between 1 to 2 years to grow the pig, and after that, 5 years in the cellars. So it's a long period. So between the pig that was born and you have the jamón in your plate, it's almost 7 years. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, please.
What will they be eating after the acorns finish in those 2 years?
Sorry, again?
So when if the acorns finish in March,
Yeah.
what will they be eating for the rest of that year?
So the story is the pig born in the time that we can finish the acorn season between 150 to 180 kilos. So it means, there are some pigs that had 2 acorn seasons, but at the end of this, if they have the right weight in the finish, they slaughter the pig. So always has to be after the acorn season. But there are sometimes many problems because, maybe this pig, they walk every single day around 14 kilometers because the people who take care of the pigs, they are proper happy pigs, honestly. I would love to invite you all to see how the pigs live in the countryside, how we take care of them. It's amazing. So we try to leave them the water in one side and the food in another one, so they have to walk a lot. That's why they have a lot of fat in their muscles, and that's why they have this amazing flavor. So sometimes when the pig has been slaughtered and they are already go to the cellar, we test every single jamón, and we check the pH, and we check the acid oleic. So if it's not enough acid oleic, the jamón will never go for black label. It will go for green label. So sometimes if you know the producer, sometimes you can buy a proper acorn fed with this price. If you have any advice, let me know. Huh? I'll give you. No, but honestly, this is very strict. When you are buying one black label, I can tell you it's a perfect acorn fed, a perfect pata negra. And you will see the difference. One of the things that I love to do with my customers, I do private testing for my customers for big wine cellars, or even I have done things for brandy companies to pair in the jamón with different drinks. And one of the things that I love to do is try different hams at the same time, because it's when you really appreciate the difference in textures and in flavors. But anyway, today, thanks to the Cordon Bleu, you're going to try one of the best ham in the world. So I'm so happy with that. So please remember always when you are going to buy the jamón, go for labels to make sure that you are going to buy the right jamón that you want. There is one jamón that I will say they have, if I can, this expression is they have more marketing than they have more brand than the law. And I don't know, you know about Jamón Joselito. They are out of the law, so they cannot be called even Iberico. It's called Jamón Joselito. This brand should be red, but he has been always telling he's the best, he's the best, he's the best. So now the law says you are not the best. So they say, okay, we are not in the law. But they have a really good jamón, but it's crossbreeding. Okay? It's the only ham that I will say, go, doesn't matter if you don't have the law, because it's really good jamón. So, no questions about the labels? Everything's clear? Yeah? So let's say something about the curing process. It's really simple. We start, when we slaughter the pig, we just put the jamón under the salt, and we keep there between 1 and 3 days per kilo. It's very, very simple. We put the salt, we put the jamón, we cover with salt, another ham, salt, another ham, between 5 and 6 floors. And we keep there between 1 and 3 days per kilo. So imagine one jamón when we start the curing process is around 12 kilos. So it's a lot. After that, we just clean with warm water. And now by law, we have to keep the hams in big freezers because we need the salt coming in to the whole meat. So normally, years ago, when we finish the salting process, we put in a cellar. But the reality is there was many mistakes because the salt didn't go to all the place of the meat. But with this in the fridge, we allow the salt to start the curing process and to be around the whole meat. And after that, we just move the jamón to the natural cellars. And when I say natural cellar, it's because it's reality, it's natural cellars. We keep the same temperature, more or less, during the whole process, just opening the windows during the night and closing the windows during the day. It's very simple. And we keep the humidity, just putting some water on the floor. That's it. Obviously, we have a master in the cellar. We call the master of the cellar, and he is the person in charge of humidity and temperature. And every 3 to 6 months, we take every single jamón from the cellar, and as you can see in the picture before, all the ham is covered with mold. And we keep this mold because this mold is bringing the flavor. It's like a blue cheese, so it's bringing all the flavor. And once we open the jamón, you will see the difference of the colors of the fat. It means all the process is like an old tree that you can see all the rings. With the jamón, is exactly the same. So every 3 to 6 months, we take every single jamón, and let's say we paint the jamón with liquid fat or with sunflower oil, just to keep these flavors inside the jamón. And then we go again to the cellar and keep them. And by law, it's 24 months, but it depends on the size of the jamón. One jamón that has long curing process is better. No, every single jamón has the right time to be cured. So if we keep the same temperature, the same humidity, we will have the jamón in the right moment. This one is 5 years because it's a big jamón. I know you are really hungry, so I brought a big jamón. So again, I love to call this jamón business, but talking about jamón, imagine the business that they have there, all the stock that they have to keep long time, and that's why you go to Harrods and you find one jamón in 2,000 pounds, or you go to Lidl and you find one jamón in 29 pounds. It's a lot of difference. And yes.
Is there any specific salt?
Sea salt. Sea salt, yeah. Sea salt. We use, when I say we use, it's because I've been working in different brands and I know different process in all the brands, but I mean, all the industry love to work with sea salt, and that's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. So the maestro jamonero, the Spanish Ham master, is the person in charge of the cellar, and it's really funny because every single jamón doesn't matter. Now we are in another time, but every single jamón has to be tasted before they leave the cellar. And it's really funny. Sorry, because this is the cala that mine is broken after so many trips. It's broken. I'm really sad. But this is a beef bone, and we call this cala. And we used to try 4 different parts in the jamón. We introduce the cala in different parts of the jamón, and we just smell. And if it smells jamón, we have good jamón. If it smells blue cheese, we have a problem. Okay, so there is you cannot say smelling is going to be a really good jamón. You can say the curing process is done and it's done well. And as I told you before, now with the new law, we keep the ham in the fridge, so the salt is going around the whole jamón, and the curing process is homogeneous in the whole jamón. But if you want to check, if you go to a shop and you want to check if you are buying a jamón 100% Iberian, Acorn-fed, and it's a good jamón, there are a few things that you have to take care. First, has to be really thin ankle, so really thin. I mean, you can take like this. It's good. It means it's 100% Iberian. As soon as you have crossbreeding, you will have thicker ankle, okay? And another thing really, really good to know is in this part of the jamón, if you can introduce your finger and the finger leave a hole like this, it means this pig ate a lot of acorns. So this is really good. And just checking the curing process is, has to be hard, but not dry. Okay? So important this, and the curing process. Sorry. So normally, I told you I travel around the world. So for me, the origin is not very important. I mean, is any specific difference between one jamón from Jabugo than from Salamanca? Yes, there are many. There are many different that you will learn trying many jamón. But imagine if I'm in South Korea, how difficult it is to tell them where Spain is and where even Jabugo is. So I prefer to talk always about the law of the Iberico than can you close the door? Because there are some people. Sorry. So, but it's important to know, we have in Spain 4 different specific denominations for Iberico and 2 for Jamón Serrano. If we talk about Serrano, we have Teruel, that is in the north of Spain, and we have Granada, that is in the south of Spain. But also now we have the Serrano Ham Foundation that cover many hams around Spain that be done with the rules in terms of standard qualities, okay? And if we talk about Jamón Ibérico, we have Jamones de Guijuelo, that is in Salamanca, in the west of Spain, very close to Portugal. Then we have Dehesa de Extremadura. The one that you are going to try today is Dehesa de Extremadura. The peaks of this jamón is in the Sierra de Sevilla, just in the limit with Extremadura. But also we have Jabugo in the very south in Huelva, very south in Andalucía. And also we have Valle de los Pedroches, that is in Córdoba, also in Andalucía. Okay? See, if I have to tell you my opinion, if we start from Jabugo, from the very south, the jamón is stronger, is harder to eat. And if you go to the north until Guijuelo. The Guijuelo is a jamón, let's say, more sweet, more easy to eat. So you know the difference between this and this? No? So in your left is the shoulder, is the front leg of the pig, and in the other one is the back leg of the pig. They are very similar, but the reality in terms, again, of business is totally different, totally different. The front leg is, you are going to lose between 65% or 75% between bones and fat. It means you can see really cheap shoulders in internet or wherever to buy, and it seems very cheap, but you are going to take very small amount of meat. And you have to be really good with a knife to carve one shoulder. The Jamón Ibérico is more expensive, but you can take more meat from them. It's more easy to eat. It's very easy to eat both. It's more easy to carve, and at the end, talking about business, I think for restaurants is more easy to work with Jamón Ibérico than the shoulder. Now in the market you have the boneless. That is, again, talking about business. I think is for the chef. You have more control of your budget, because you don't have to think about the bones or about the fat. Now you receive your boneless in and you put it in the machine, and the percentage of waste is minimum. But one of the things, if you finally decide to go for Jamón Ibérico, the only thing that I please pray for that is do your job well. You know, this is London, so I don't want to say the place where I found this picture, but they charge £300 per kilo, and look how the jamón looks. It's terrible. And I ordered just to try, and the jamón was very dry, very very bad kept. So, you know, we need to keep the ham very well. And if you check the other picture, it's amazing. You know, I almost call Greenpeace to protect this jamón. It's terrible. And the other one is the same. It's here in London. It's even more expensive, and the jamón was terrible. And the jamón, the brand of jamón was amazing. So they spend a lot of money in the jamón, but they don't spend money in keeping the jamón well. So honestly, I think it doesn't work like this. And you know, when you expect your plate, or you're waiting for your plate in the restaurant, you at least, please come on in. No worries. So at least you need to see nice plate, because if you are waiting and you see another plate going to another table and you see a nice plate, you will order one. But you know, this is plate, normal plate. But look at this. Look at this. You think you can charge for this £34? It's terrible. Honestly, it's terrible. No, but jokes apart, you know, I really love when I go to a restaurant and I see not just the jamón, how the chef, I have a really good chef here that is a very good friend of mine. And when you are in his restaurant and you order one plate of jamón, you see a piece of art. You know, I want this in the restaurants. So to do the carving service, we are going to need cuchillo jamonero, the carving knife. That if you are going to use jamón ibérico, I will ask you to have the alveolos, because you know this jamón is very fatty. So sometimes the slice fixed to the blade. So the jamón knife has to be really, really flexible, because there are some parts where we carve the jamón like this. So it's very important that you have flexible knife. Second one is the puntilla. The puntilla is very strong knife, and if we do good job with this, we will take more jamón. So again, speaking about business, if you work well with this, you will take more jamón. And this is just to take out the meat from the bones. We call marcar. So we work around the bone and take out the meat. Sometimes you can use, because imagine this leather has been in the cellar 5 years, so sometimes it's stronger than a knife. And I never cut myself carving jamón, but I cut a couple of times with this because it's so strong. So you have to be careful with that. So sometimes you can go with one big chef knife to take out the skin. But normally with these two knives, you can do the whole service perfectly. Okay? Well, talking about the flavors, in the same jamón we have, this is funny, this is really important. In the same jamón we have 4 different flavors. We have jarrete, this area, we have the maza, we have the punta, and we have the babilla. Different flavor and different textures. So in the same plate, we have a whole experience if we want, because once the jamón is open here, we can serve in the same plate minimum 3 parts: jarrete, maza, y punta. And honestly, again, it's a really good experience to see. The jarrete, the meat is very close to the bones, so the meat is harder to bite. It's strong. The flavor is more like a old soup from my grandmother. You know, it's this old flavor. The maza is very perfect balance between the fat and the meat. And if you can feel the flavor, you know, the jamón has been hanging 5 years, so all the flavor is coming down to the punta. And here is amazing. All the chefs love to cook with this part, and for me, it's where I sit and try to find flavors, because I told you before, the jamón is the pig is monogastric, so everything they eat is going directly to the muscles. So if you are lucky to have one jamón that has been slaughtered the pig was slaughtered on the right time, and you can feel the rosemary, you can feel some plants, so it's really, really good. And for all, the nutty flavor of this part is amazing. You will try it later. In a minute, I am almost finished. Are you enjoying or not? All good? Yeah. So this is one of the, I have in my Instagram, one of the most common questions is where to start the jamón. Always I say, you know, if you are opening this jamón, it's because you have a special event, or because you have families coming to home, or friends. So always please start for this, because it's the biggest part you are going to enjoy. But the reality is this part is drier than this one. So in Iberico doesn't matter, because I told you, if it's in the right temperature, all the fat is becoming oil, so it's coming down, and you will find fat here. But in the Serrano ham, it's more dry. So you will see, if you start from here in the Serrano, when you are right here, you have a stone. So it's very dry. So Iberico always with the hoof to the sky, and in the Serrano, start from this part, okay? The presentation is almost done, so if you want, I can start to carve, and we can start, you know, to eat as soon as possible. Yeah, please, go ahead.
The same animal, the panetilla, and the jamón, you say the jamón have 4 different flavors?
Yeah.
The panetilla and the jamón, the same animal?
Wow, this is a good question, really good question. The reality is that the paleta, the shoulder, is very hard and difficult to carve, but the amount of fat and bones is bigger, so the flavor is more strong. So, for example, I don't know if you have seen in London many shops doing bocadillo de jamón. It's not jamón, it's shoulder, because the flavor of the shoulder is more intense than the jamón. So if you have a restaurant and you want to work just with boneless, my advice, go for shoulder. The flavor is more intense. That was the question? Yeah. So I have seen people that use, well, I have to say, I have 2 restaurants in London working with jamón boneless because they want to work with jamón, they want to be, but the reality is jamón boneless doesn't worth it. Doesn't worth it. So, let's finish this just to make sure that, sorry. Well, we need to remove the fat. Why? Because I want you to keep the jamón always good. So we will take out the yellow fat and the black fat. This is really bitter and really rancid. So if you put some fat, yellow fat or black fat in the plate, you will destroy the flavor of your guest. The whole dinner is done because the flavor of the cellar you cannot take out from your mouth, even with wine. So the first cut, I will try to do like this, but the first cut is here. You can see the corvejon, the knee here. So one finger behind the knee, we will do a big and deep cut. So very strong. You go until you find the bone. Once you find the bone, we move like this and like this. And again, talking about business, from here to here, you need to take as much jamón as you can. You are serving a really expensive product. So please don't throw fat. Please don't throw meat. Okay? Let me do this for you. You know what? If I stay in this side so you can see what I am doing, what do you think? It's better? Can I do this, chef? Can I? So I am going to, sorry, I need to give you my background. It's very simple. So you just introduce a bit the jamón. And as you see, I just put a small line in this part because I told you this is very hard. And from here, this is just like a butter. So you just mark. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to keep, if you have a restaurant or you are at home and you want to keep your jamón well, this is protection. So if you take all the fat, you are going to destroy the jamón, and the jamón will be dry very soon. So please just take out the fat that you are going to use. I mean, if you are in a restaurant, you have your restaurant, please just take the fat. You know how your restaurant works. So it means you are going to sell 25 plates, open just this part. If you are going to, for me, when I go for an event, normally I use the whole jamón. So I take out the whole fat. I just take out this and I can work. But in a restaurant, I always say, please use just the fat. Take out the fat that you are going to use. Otherwise, tomorrow you will call me and say, Jose, the jamón you sold me is very dry. Yeah, it's my fault, always. So, wow. We will have a really good jamón. Yes. If someone wants to smell this, honestly, you will feel the whole flavor of the cellar. Yeah, I throw this. You cannot cook with this because it's very bitter, honestly. You want to pass them? Another one? It's very bitter. So I know there are many legends around. No, you can cook with the fat. Yes, we can, but not with the yellow or black fat. Actually, if you want to try it, try it, but honestly, it's so bad. This one is yellow, but there are another hams in another cellars that the mo is black. So you will see the jamón is black. The whole jamón is black. It doesn't mean it's black hoof. It's just because they keep different molds. I am trying to do this fast because I know you are hungry. So
how many hours do you have to train to be able to do this?
oh, well, I think it's more how many. So there is a different training in Spain. So we say always that you should do at least one training in every region, at least to understand, because it's not how to carve the jamón, it's how to tell the people about the jamón that you are selling. So to become a master, I think the word of master, it means because you are teaching the people. But I know many people that carve jamón even better than me, but they don't know how to talk with the people. So I don't know what is better. But for me, has been a very, very long way to learn. And actually, I'm learning every single day. I'm really lucky because I can work with the jamón, and I know many customers that even they love to learn, and I practice with them. But the reality is, how many hams are you able to carve to learn? With this fat, we can cook. I do an amazing butter with this that is incredible. You put this in a pan and you make take temperature and it become oil. And then you use some of the small treats of jamón and mix them, put some butter and leave it in the fridge. And the next morning, piece of bread, heaven, trust me. And in this side, today I'm going to use all the jamón that you can eat. So I'm going to start just taking some part of the jamón, but this side of this jamón doesn't have any protection at all. So if you take this part of the jamón, you clean, you are going to destroy the jamón. So please, in this area, be careful, and you have to be even more strict than the other one. The other thing that I always say is this part here is tendons. So are you watching this or no? So let me show you. This is 9 kilos of jamón and 15 kilos of the ham holder. So this part, oops. It's here. On my way. Sorry, I'm not professional of this. You see this? So this part is just tendons, nothing more. Maybe you can take, look, maybe 5 grams of this, but actually the flavor is amazing. Eh? But you take this because if you put this in the plate, it's very chewy. So you can destroy, okay? So once we have the jamón clean, we can do the service without any problem. I normally I always say when you hire me for an event, I always say I will take the jamón in 3 hours. But the reality is I carve the jamón as you can eat. So my record is 2 hams in 3 hours, 50 minutes. So imagine, it was 900 people really hungry. So in a restaurant, it's good to have at least a couple of plates ready for the customer. You know when it's your busy time, so you have something prepared is even better. Normally, you can keep the jamón already carved and the whole morning, and there is no problem at all. So more or less, just for you to have a look. So we clean this area, and also we clean this area. So if you go to a restaurant and you see they have the line, it means they are taking care of the jamón, okay? And where do you want me to put the plate? In this, can I put in this? I mean for the camera. Here, okay. Be careful with the knife. I know you are chefs, so you work always with knives. I am going to do a couple of plates just for you to know how to carve the jamón, and then I will carve for you to taste the jamón. It's a shame because we don't have any wine to do a proper pairing, but I want you to enjoy the jamón, okay? And later on, if anyone wants to come here and carve the jamón with me, it will be a pleasure to share the knife with you. Okie dokie. I use these small t-shirts because I hate to work with gloves. In terms of health and safety, sometimes they want me to use the gloves, but I think this is better and more smart. So we have in Spain different ways to prepare the plate. Obviously, this one is the first plate that always is difficult because the slices doesn't have the right position, but it's really important that you take all the pieces of jamón because again we are talking about business. So every single slice is 2 pounds, 3 pounds, and the kind of slice has to be really small. Imagine now they are in London. Well, in South Korea, is there anyone from South Korea here? No? In South Korea, there is a restaurant where I am selling the jamón, and they are selling 30 grams, $80. So imagine if you go to that restaurant and you put a slice like this, they kill it themselves to try to find one. So you need to do small slices. I always say never bigger than a credit card. This is not prosciutto, or this is not how it's called, jamón de Parma, that they do a big slices. This is very small, very expensive product, and we have to treat it like caviar or truffles. This kind of cut in Spain they call repetition. It means we are going to normally, when I start to do the jamón business, you carve one slice and you start the following one where you finish the one. So you keep always the jamón in the same position. I mean, You start from here, carve until here, the next one here, so the jamón is always flat. But in terms of how you say, make the jamón the plate of jamón more smart or more nice, they start to use this kind of card that is called repetition. So it means where we finish the slice, we start. I don't know. You can see this from the camera, but let me try to explain. So I do the slice like this until here, but I come back half slice and go there, and come back again half, or you can even say 3 parts of the slice. It depends how many repetitions you want to do. If you are in a jamón tournament, maybe for the one of the plate, you have to do different plates for the tournament. So maybe you go for 3 parts of the slices just to find the right position of the slice. And as you can see, the movement is really simple. It's like a violin. So you go there, carve on the way back, but when you go there again, don't carve. So just carving like a violin, like this. How many people want to try to carve? Ole! Venga! I love when the people is brave and want to learn. Don't worry, I have a big insurance. No, I'm really lucky, honestly. I never cut myself. I had a very big accident in one day. I was carving jamón for a multi-millionaire guy in the north of England in his house, and it was a big party, and I had to travel there. Maybe it was 3 hours, and just before the service was really funny. I had a company who wanted me to try one new knife, and in that time I had how you call customized cover for my knives. So every single knife has their own plate. Sorry, their own place to put. So when I was at home, I used this knife and put in the cover, and actually it was hard to put it, but I did it. So when I was in the event, I normally clean the whole jamón, and I had my cover in the floor, and I went to take the new knife to try it, and I had my hands with some fat in the fingers. So I went to take my knife, and I couldn't take, and yeah, amazing. It was terrible. If someone wants to see the picture, it's on my blog. But I have to say, it's very hard. No, I did a service. As the funny thing, I had my jamón station, and close to me there was a sushi station, and I say, chef. So I took blue paper. Oof. Chef, please come on. I cut myself, and I have some plasters in my back. And the guy, yeah, please, don't worry. And the chef came and said, listen, it's very hard. Eh? No worries, I'm chef for 40 years. No worries. Okay, that's fine. So I said, ready? Yeah, ready. So I take like this, and the chef went down. So, but we couldn't stop the bleeding, and I have to put sellotape, one gloves, and I did the service. So, yeah. But it's the only problem I had. Thanks God, doing the service, I never cut myself. This plate that I am doing, you can see is a bit fat, but I prefer to serve this. So this fat, you will check it. It's very full of flavor, so you don't have any problem to serve this. Always try to cover the fat area with more jamón. But when you try this jamón today, please keep it in your mouth just for a second to take the right temperature, and you will see how the flavor is coming. And if you can do it with the bread stick that they are offering you, this is amazing. Because I don't know why, if it's the flour or what, but the explosion of flavor with the fat is absolutely amazing. Can you smell it from there? The jamón? Wow. Wow, honestly. I love this brand. I start to work with them recently. I don't work for them. I just go to there and select my ham. One of the things that I offer to my customers, I told you, is choose the right hamon for your guest. So, you can see there. This is the first plate that is always, and you can see there is still fat, but you can use it and you can take the whole flavor. And the good thing is you are not losing money. You are selling the whole jamon, okay? And now let me do another one, and I will, and we can start to do the testing. So how many plates? What is Mauro? Mauro, how many plates do you want me to do? The small ones.
6, 8 plates.
Okay, but you can repeat, eh? No worries. We are here to enjoy, and I want you to enjoy, and I want you to ask me everything you want to know about the jamon. Every question that I can answer you. Sorry, do you mind? I have noise here.
Has there been like a particularly creative way that you've seen someone, like a chef, use the jamon?
Wow, I did. I was the director of one of the biggest companies of jamon here in the UK. And one of the things that I love, I told you my background is marketing. So one of the things that I love is to work as an ingredient. So I create a promotion with 26 chefs in 37 restaurants. And I asked them, please give me your best recipe with jamon. I had really good chef from Rick Stein, from Oli Dabous, so not just Spanish. There was a restaurant who did tortilla de patata, you know, Spanish omelette with jamón ibérico. Amazing, but come on, you can do more. So, for example, Rick Stein did an incredible turbot with miso soup and jamón ibérico. That was incredible, amazing. And there was another recipe with you know Novikov in Mayfair. They did like pea soup with jamón ibérico. Absolutely stunning, amazing. So think about your recipe with jamón. And this kind of product is very fatty, but this has a lot of flavor, very intense. So I did in my YouTube channel the other day one fried eggs with jamón ibérico and caviar. Amazing. But this is not cooking. It's really just use really good products. So I think we can do something, one tournament here with the. I will talk with. We can do one day, one recipe with jamón ibérico, chef. What do you think? Yeah. So one of the things that I realized when I started to do business here in the UK is in that time there was not Instagram, was Facebook, and I put one day I started my business here in the UK doing market, and in that time I had one guy with Italian guy selling olives, and we did a sandwich with jamón ibérico and olives, and I put on my Facebook account this, and you can imagine how many comments from Spanish people want to kill me. But the reality is when you sell jamón outside the Spain, this is the normal way to eat in Spain, just jamón. That's it, and it's amazing. But the reality, we need to sell jamón, so we need to make fusion with another cultures. So I have a really good chef here from Malaysia that is using the meat of the pig. And it's incredible how the flavors come. Because Spanish people, we use just product. The other day I was in a meeting with Ferran Adrià. You know him? He's a one of more famous Spanish chefs, and he was agree with me, totally agree that we need to learn from another kind of cuisines and use our jamón as a main ingredient, or at least one of the most important ingredients. So that's where we will sell more jamón. I am almost done, eh? Sorry. Do you have another question?
How much do you have to pay for that?
This one now, I think it's around 600 pounds. But because it's in promotion, it's a special offer. So, no, but honestly, the reality, you can find a really good jamón around 500 pounds. You don't need to go for biggest brands that are more expensive. So anytime you want to contact me for to know you have one jamón and you want to check, Jose, please let me know this is good jamón, and I will answer. Honestly, I love to see your thoughts about jamón, and if you need any advice or whatever, just please send me a message, and I will be more than happy to help you with that. Uba. But I can see this jamón is really good, just with the color. And later on, if you want to come here, honestly, you can carve with me. But you will check the color and the oil that is coming. Guys, this is just a presentation, and you can enjoy the jamón. You can, wow, smell. So, and now I am going to do yours. Have you learned something or not? Yes. Are you loving jamón? Yes. That's what I want to know. That's it. What do you know about the Spanish dishes? Do you have any that you love? All? Which one? Cocido. Wow, this is my favorite. If you do lentils with Jamón Ibérico, this is absolutely stunning. Full of flavor. Second, sorry? Actually, I do first the stock with the jamón and use them to cook with the lentils. So you have the whole flavor. And finally, I always put some, when I put some slices of jamón in the oven, and I make them like crispy, and I put over the top the lentils with one with chorizo, and it's amazing. Beautiful.
Can I ask you a question? I go out to encounter a boat there where you are.
Yeah.
Is that somebody that told him I encountered with the first boat that here?
The first one that you found here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have the jamón in the right position, you will have the main bone. So try to carve always parallel to the line between these streams. I mean, this line. So the first one will be here, Once you find the first one, just after the bone, cut over the like this, and the first slice against the bone, and then you continue. We will see in a minute because I can see your face, and I think I want to carve the whole night here. So you have your own jamón at home?
Sometimes.
Yeah? It's the better thing for the stress, honestly. You are right home, open a bottle of wine, beer, or gin and tonic, I don't mind. It's yours. And just carve jamón. I didn't see you because it's always with the jamón, sorry, with the knife in parallel with the floor. You go with some inclination. Once you are inside the meat, just a bit, put the knife flat again, and just carve like a violin. And you don't need to do any effort because I see many people trying to bring the knife to them, but they don't move the knife. So the important thing is just with 2 fingers, moving the knife. You don't need to do anything else. It's very, very easy. Obviously, try to keep your knife very sharp because one of the biggest problems that we have in Spain is because the people doesn't sharp the knife well. You know how many... In Spain, it's very funny because we love to sell jamón, but we just buy jamón in Christmas. It's funny. You know how many accidents we have in Spain? I think the last detail that I have, how many we have? Yep. So I think was the last data that I have is from 2023. 67,000 people went to the hospital in Christmas. So, and the problem is always because they keep the second hand on the way to the knife. So please, if you don't know how to carve, keep the second hand outside, or at least cover your hand with the bone. Never like this.
For the reason now, a lot of I'm shopping in Spain, send the hand already cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one friend in my country, Hungary, and they have one room with 2 people just to cut down and put the hands on.
This is my real business now.
Yes.
Yeah, I have now my warehouse I live in Marlborough in Wiltshire, and we have the warehouse there, and I am offering imagine this is more than 50 grams, but I do plate for 50 grams or 30 grams or 80 grams. And I put in vacuum pack, but with less pressure than usual. So I sell this to the restaurant. They just need to open restaurants or really from my website. So they just need to open, put in a plate, and enjoy. So for chef, it's even better now. It's more. We are suffering a lot in the hospitality industry, and sometimes the restaurants have to check the numbers even more than the banks. So I offer in this service, and it's working.
How about the sausage? There's a shop.
Yeah.
Not far from
It's
a very good big, like that. There are lots of like that.
Yeah.
And they sell the sandwich and with the slice of that. And also this little bit sausage,
Okay. Yeah, I think it's maybe Viandas or maybe Casa Manolo. You don't know the name. Yeah. When I started my business here in the UK 15 years ago, talk about jamón was like a crazy guy. What are you telling? This is Parma ham. What is this? And now we are working really well, and we have many really good shops here. You have Brindisa in Borough Market that they are doing an amazing job for a very long time. You have Casa Manolo. You have Viandas. You have in Portobello Road, how it's called, Garcia and Son. So there are a lot of business where you can buy really good jamón. So thanks God, the life is changing, and now it's more easy to. That's for you because it's too big. Have you already tried? How is the jamón? It's good or not? Yeah? Gracias. Is there anyone talking in Spanish, speaking in Spanish or not? Sí, ole. I did good in English, or do you understand everything? Or I need to improve still? So everyone has already tried the jamón?
Everyone tried, yeah.
Yeah. So who is going to be the first brave man or woman to try? You come? Come on. Please feel free to come here and enjoy with me. So you don't need to stay there. If you want to come here, feel free. And as soon as we put the ham on the plate, you can eat, okay? We have still more breadsticks there. Ahí tienes foto de ambiente.
Thank you.
How is this? Ah, okay. First time?
Probably him, yes.
Yeah, great. You are left-handed or right?
Right-handed, right-handed.
Okay. So please be careful with the knife. And as I told you before, you just go inside the meat like this. Once you're inside, just put the knife flat and move the knife like a violin. And you don't need to do any effort, okay? Just moving the knife and introduce your finger inside the rings. And good luck. It's better if you use this area of the knife.
Okay.
And just move the knife.
Just get it right under there.
No worries, move it. Move it.
Like right here?
Yeah. Yeah, well done. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Finish the slice. So you see, we need to keep the knife flat so we cut the whole surface of the knife. Sorry, of the jamón. Keep going. Yeah, well done. Well done. Keep moving. Keep moving. If you do the movement a bit longer, it will be more easy for you.
Okay, a bit longer. So like start here.
Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Don't go deep. Just keep moving. How do you feel?
Feels good, it's fun.
Yeah. Stress is gone. No pressure about the public. They are not hungry at all. Keep going. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Keep going. And finish going up. Now, next lesson will be do the right plate.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much. Who is coming? Come on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Good? Are you ready for the action?
Yes.
No. So you work with the left or right? Right. Great. So we are going to start again from here. Okay. You want to use this? From there. So you go inside the meat. Perfect. Now the knife flat and move it. Be careful with the hand. Yes, you did it. Be thicker so you don't go deep. Yeah, take like this. Yeah, well done. Move it. Yeah, well done. Keep going. Keep going. Perfect. Well done. When you are doing a plate, it's better if you put the fat inside. So you leave the meat outside so you can do nice plate. Well done.
Come on.
No, please, please.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Muy bien. Guys, please eat. We have breadsticks. It's really important to choose good, good breadsticks. I love when you grab the breadsticks with the jamón. Please.
Ay, Lina, Lina.
Yeah, take the jamón. Gracias. Gracias. Who's coming? Yep, come on. I'm so happy that we have very brave people. How are you? Good?
I'm fine. How are
Nice to meet you.
you? Nice to meet you.
What is
Very
the
nice.
apron? Apron?
Yes, this
Ah,
one
yeah.
here. Thank you.
Yeah. So let me fix this a bit. You see, it's just
Yep.
moving the knife.
I see.
Don't do any effort. Don't go deep.
Okay. Should we hold this part? Or...
Well, yeah, you can put the finger here, but
Okay.
be careful, okay?
Oh, sure.
Where are you from?
China. Shanghai.
Shanghai. Okay. I was there, Carmen. Come on.
Oh, you did.
I love it.
Thank you. So should we start from?
Yeah, start from here, so we can see the bones very soon. So, yeah. Now the knife flat and just move it. Yeah, well done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Finish the slice. Yes.
Should we start from
Yeah.
here?
Exactly. Yeah,
How
much
the other
better.
front?
Yeah, when I do, looks easy. Huh?
Yeah. Takes more effort.
No worries, it will come. It will come, promise. Oh, you're doing really well. You have
Thank
very
you.
good skills.
I got
It's
a
really
shoulder
important that,
before.
that you can carve the whole surface of the jamón.
I see.
Well done.
Thank you. Is it too thick?
Maybe a bit thick, but
This is-
you know, it's first time carving jamón. So you're doing well.
Thank
Yeah, keep going. Good size. Yes. Perfect.
you. Okay. Lovely. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Can we
No,
take
you
a
did.
picture together?
Yeah, of course. Let's do a picture. Come on.
Thank you.
Hey, the master. Done?
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice
Thank
to meet
so
you.
much. Yes.
Thank you. No, he did really well. Look. Who is the next one? Please. How are you? Good? So, right. Yeah. First time? Yeah. Are you happy?
Absolutely.
So we're going to start from here. And again, yeah. Try to put the knife flat. Yeah. Go. If you work in this area of the knife, it's going to be more easy for you. Yeah, like this. Perfect. Just move the knife. Good. Well done. Don't go deep. Keep moving. Yeah. Finish the slice. Relax. Relax. Start from here. Yeah. Just move. Enjoy it. Listen to the music. Ah. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. Yes, perfect. Keep going. Finish the slice. Look at this. No worries. Move the knife. Relax this. Just move it. Much better.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much. Gracias.
Looks a lot harder.
Yeah? Come on. So you want to do this part that you have a problem, or
Yeah.
that's for me? So you want just carve this area?
That one there.
Yeah, because you will find the bone very soon. So you can do this area if you want, or another area. I don't mind. Yeah. Now keep flat and just move it. Yeah, well done.
Right here.
I will continue it there. Be careful with your second hand. Yeah, keep going. Nice. Good.
Size good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, honestly, I prefer to do small slices. You can share the plate better. Was good. And now from there, sorry. From there, from here.
You see what's that thing there?
It's not bones yet.
It's not bone.
No, we need to work more. So the thing is, you try to work in this area of the knife, you have more control of the knife. Yeah, move the knife. Yeah, like this. Exactly like this. You need to practice this movement. So going there without carving,
And
coming, carving, going there. So you will see you have less steps here.
Mhm.
So don't carve in both ways.
Okay.
That's the better way.
Good.
Good?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you. Further?
Yeah, please. Take the plate if you want.
Let's pick that right.
Yeah.
Have it there. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. If you have any question, just send me a message,
I
okay?
will.
Take care. Please continue eating, eh? Who's coming?
Given the whole night, which one is your favorite?
My favorite here is just no, but this is if you can see, if you can come here, you see, and I push like this, you can see how it's coming out the oil. So this is full of flavor. So for me, the best part, just in the black label, is one area that is part of the jarrete that is just between 100 150 grams. And if you go to Madrid or any special delicatessen, you will see vacuum pack from this part are more expensive. Hola.
So, quick question. When you're trying to cut it, you're trying to get the greatest width possible,
Yep.
right? Okay. Where should I start?
I would say for there. Be careful with. Every breakfast is jamón ibérico.
Is
Yeah.
it nice?
Yeah. Every. And you need to see my dog. Sometimes I do the breakfast for my dog in Instagram, and the people kill me because I give some jamón ibérico, and she's amazing. She's amazing.
What drink do you like to have?
Well, I would say the perfect pairing, it means to take the full flavor of jamón, is manzanilla. Manzanilla is kind of sherry from Sanlúcar in the very south of Spain. Actually, the vineyards are almost in the sea, so they have a lot of salinity. And when you mix with the jamón, it's amazing. But I have to say, we did an incredible tasting with whiskey. Yeah, and was amazing. And during the pandemic, I was doing, if you do the movements a bit longer, it will be more easy for you. Yeah, you see? Well done. We did with, you know the brand of cognac, Louis XIII? No, Louis XIII? No.
Yeah.
It's Louis XIII, the very expensive one.
Yes.
Yeah. So the bottle is, I think, is around £3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did a special event with them through Zoom. So I sent them before one vacuum pack of each part of the jamón, and we did a special tasting with different, and worked perfectly. Honestly, really good.
That one was a bit. Fell apart a little bit.
So go. Once you're inside, put the knife flat and move. But try to take the whole surface. You are chef or studying?
No, not studying.
Oh.
I would like to be one day.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah.
Because many chefs take the knife like this, with this finger, and this is for the normal service that they do. But I will say to carve jamón is like this,
Really.
because you have more control of the knife, and sometimes you have to move the knife like this. And another thing is you are moving like this many times, and sometimes you can cut yourself here. So my advice, always is my advice, you can do whatever you want, but it's better to use the knife like this. Yeah. Can I take your hand?
Yeah.
So if you do like this, it's much better.
Okay.
Now flat and move.
Thank you very much.
Finished? Yeah.
I thought people would.
Okay.
I will let them.
Who is coming? Hola.
Hi, Sean.
How are you? Good?
Really good. Really
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
good. Michael.
Michael. Nice to
Would it
meet
be
you.
okay? Can I see you just do a demo real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah,
you want me to do it?
Just to make sure.
Yeah, and I can fix this.
Yes. Yeah.
So you just need to go inside the meat. Once you're inside the meat, just move the knife and try to see the blade behind the.
Right underneath.
So just move it. Now it's going to be more difficult because the problem of this thing is when many people is carving, the surface is not plain as should be. But I think if you do from here now,
Oh, yeah.
that's for you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Good man.
This is my proper knife, eh?
Yes. Thank you. It's so flexible.
Put the fingers inside, yeah? Yeah.
Right here?
Start from here. Yeah. Be careful with your fingers, okay? Well done. Yeah.
Wow.
Finish the slice. It's a bit thick and maybe a bit big. So
Way too big, huh?
the thing is, don't go deep. So just go inside once you have the whole surface and just move like this, okay? Yeah. Well done. Move. No worries.
So how would you keep it once it's
once you started cutting it,
Um,
how would you wrap it? Would you wrap it or?
yeah, I will say you put cling film and try to take out all the air. So, you put the cling film and take out the air and cover it with some black clothes to avoid the light.
What, sorry?
Clothes, yeah.
But you don't put it in the fridge, just keep it outside.
Keep it outside, yeah. ¿De dónde eres?
I came up on the okay. Let's try one.
Yes. Keep moving. Yeah, well done. It's like this.
It's difficult. It's harder than it looks. You make it look too easy.
No,
So smooth.
that's why they pay for me. No, but honestly, when I start my business from the jamón, I didn't know that it will be a proper, how you say, job to live for. So if you learn, you can live just carving jamón the whole life. I'm going to be retired, but so
I feel like, am I starting in the wrong place? I'm like all the way back here now, but it's kind of thick.
yeah, but this is because the last one that you did.
Yeah.
So you go inside and going up with the knife. You see.
You're literally right at the very end of the knife there.
So and now you avoid the whole step, but it's very.
You get a lot of meat off it,
Hmm?
You get a lot of meat off it.
Yeah. Mm. It's really good, huh?
It's lovely.
I don't know how you get hungry. It's like while you're
Mm.
carving it.
Another thing about this jamón, the 100% Iberian egg confetti means the black label, is you never feel full. If you eat jamón serrano, you eat one plate and say, "Oof, it's good, really good," but you feel thirsty. You need to eat, and your digestion is harder.
I'm done for now.
Yeah.
I'll come back. I go to the back of the line and come back.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Please eat. Is there any more questions?
Hola.
Hola, ¿de dónde eres?
México.
¿De México? Oh, qué guay.
¿Tú también? Hola.
¿Y hay otra por aquí? Ah, ahí está, mexicana.
Sí. ¿De dónde? Guadalajara.
Yo también.
Baja California. Baja California.
Pues hace 15 días rechacé una oferta para irme a vivir a México y me dolió mucho, ¿eh?
A vivir.
A vivir.
¿A dónde? ¿A qué parte?
No me pedían, era para llevar una empresa de jamones en México.
¿Y aquí de dónde empieza?
Fu.
No, ya.
Vamos
ya,
a-
ya.
vamos.
Ya se fue.
And I was studying, but I have 2 children here, so I think it's too far for. So let's start from here. Yeah, but, o sea, esta parte del cuchillo, ¿vale? Sí. Y ahora entras dentro, ya está, plano, cuchillo plano y mueve. Muy bien. Don't go deep, o sea, no vayas profundo. Finish. You can see here that you went very deep, so.
Este es para mí.
This is para ti. Put the barbecue on.
Y luego aquí empieza.
Sí,
Esto para abajo.
ya. Mantén la línea plana. No vayas. ¿Ya?
Otra vez.
Mejor.
¿Y este con qué vino?
No tenemos vino aquí, pero any Rioja, any red wine. I prefer with white wines, but yeah. I don't know why. Maybe because for me, white wine is more party, more enjoyable than red wine is more serious, more relaxing at a table. And
So what restaurants in London would you recommend to go and get Iberian?
I'm very fan of Barrafina. That is Barrafina. I love Barrafina. They have been my customer for many, many years. Now I'm not working with them, but I really love. It's like where you are there, you are going to enjoy it for sure. Because if you send someone to other restaurant that I love, many restaurants here in the UK, but sometimes they call you back and say, "Oh, very expensive." But Barafina has really good price. It's not cheap, but they will come full. They will enjoy it. Sabor. Yeah. Top one. Yeah, Nieves Barragán. El Pirata de Tapas is a classic one, very old one. They have Jamón Ibérico, 5J. 5J. They have very good jamón as well. Yeah, I think all the restaurants now in the UK, El Pirata is taking care of the jamón. So he's taking care. So it's
But you mentioned earlier in Borough Market, Brindisi, that's where you go and buy it, isn't it?
Brindisa, they have many restaurants around London, and they have the shop. Sorry, how are you? Good?
Yeah, good.
Where is the knife? That one? Oh. Let me fix this a bit. First time you carve?
Yeah. I'm not chef. I'm not.
You're a chef? Working or?
I'm just.
I'm trying to fix a bit the jamón because if not, it's going to be more difficult for you, okay?
I'm left hand, sir. I'm using my left hand.
It's first time?
Yeah, I'm using my left hand.
You're left?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So start from here, and it's the same. Doesn't matter if you are left or right. You just need to go inside just a bit, put line. Once you have the line, put the knife flat and move it, okay? Try to work in this area.
Okay.
Nice. Flat. You go too deep. Yeah, keep it like this. Yeah. Be careful with your fingers. Yes. You save at the end. Start, yeah, from there. Yep, flat. Try to move a bit longer. Yes, well done. Keep going. Nice. Be careful with your hand. Yeah, sometimes you are doing effort with a knife and you don't realize that your fingers are here and you hit them. Yeah, move longer. Yeah, much better. Well done. Now much better. Move the knife. A bit thick in this side. Yeah. The problem is if you do the slice very thick, imagine a plate of 30 grams, maybe it's 4 slices. And we are selling experience, we are selling perception of nice food. So if we put big slice, it doesn't work. Yeah, well done. Much better. So if someone wants to be a master carver, my advice is take one very cheap jamón and do at home your practice. Obviously, don't practice with this because this is like learn how to drive in a Ferrari. Finish?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you from?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Nice. Vamos.
Qué nervios.
Uy, se te ha caído algo.
Ay,
¿Qué era?
mi labello. No, ya lo agarré.
Ah, lo agarraste.
Sí.
This is the biggest problem that we have when we carve jamón. So we call this half moon, It's because, or sometimes it's the Iberian smile, because it's like a smile. So the thing is, when you are carving jamón, is the knife where it's going to tell you where you need to carve. So from here and from here. But you are practicing now, so start from here, okay?
Okay.
Right or left?
Right.
Yeah, like this, perfect. Go and move the knife. Yes. Easy. Yo te enseño a cortar jamón y tú me haces unos tacos.
Vale, vale.
Yeah, much better. ¿Estás bien?
Sí, sí, sí.
Well done. Yeah, let's go here.
Here?
Yeah. Move. If you feel it's too hard, go there, okay?
Cordon Bleu is the place where they carve it.
Yes,
Is that Brindisi or is that the one next?
that's Brindisa.
Yeah.
They have a shop there.
Yeah, they have a shop. They carve
Yeah,
it back.
and they have different
They
brands.
have
So
different, they have different, yeah.
yeah, they have different brands. So I think you can
You can watch them carve.
Yeah.
They'll backpack it.
exactly, and you can try different
Yeah.
qualities.
Yeah.
And Casa Manolo, I think they have also 3 different hams at the same time.
Yes,
So,
they do. Yeah.
yeah, so you can do a proper jamón tour in London now. So
Sorry?
you can do a proper jamón tour.
Yeah. The name, see why it's so expensive.
Yeah. I think it's really important to share with the people why it's so expensive.
Yeah, they should be more.
Yeah. But I have to say, Spanish people, we are not very good selling.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well done. Keep going. Yeah. This
Yeah.
one.
No.
Well done. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, are you?
Nice to meet you.
I am left-handed. So
Left. Okay.
yes.
Let's start from here, okay? And you can put your finger inside the rings, like this.
What's the best way to hold a knife?
Hold the knife. Let me show you with this one. Sorry. So, yeah. So the idea is to work like this. So you go inside the meat. Once you're inside the meat, just move the knife like a violin, and you don't need to do any effort. Okay? Just move the knife. I'm going to leave you this part more flat, so it's going to be more easy for you. So if you start from here, just go inside once, you're inside, just move the knife flat and do like this. Okay? Work with this area of the knife.
Okay.
It's going to be more easy for you. Yeah, now flat and keep moving. Yeah, well done. This is very simple. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming. Yeah, please do. Just a clean film, and if you want to keep it in the fridge, it will be much better. Well, if it's not vacuum packed, I will say no more than a couple of days. But if it's vacuum packed, I have the permit from my council to do 4 months expiry date. But in Spain, they do 1 year. Yeah, but 1 year I think is too much. So I sell to my customers, and I expect them to sell to it in the next 30 days. So more than enough. If I have a customer that they don't eat the jamón in 1 year, I don't want this customer.
But you know, during the curing process,
Yep.
when it's been cured, if it goes bad, what is the percentage of those that you can't eat? Maybe.
Well, the problem is if they realize that the jamón has any problem, they don't sell the jamón. So normally they take out the bones, cut the small pieces, and use for another things, but not to sell to the people. So.
At what point did I find out that it's not good? Maybe
Well, now it's very difficult that there is a problem. After the new law, it's very difficult because, all the process has now perfect traceability. So it's very difficult to have any problem. If you are working with normal standards. Sorry, you did really well. Nice to meet you. Hey, she did really well, eh? Look at this. How are you? Take this one, yeah?
Can I ask you something?
Yes, please.
So, jamón only produced in Spain, right?
No, you have Italy, you have France, you have Hungary.
Jamón Ibérico.
Jamón Ibérico is just Spain.
But if you take this,
Sorry, put your finger inside.
Okay.
if you take